How the hell, man? I had the opening like figured out. It was like, yeah, that was great. Um, let's see how to do this without embarrassing myself. Uh, what's up, guys? This is episode 1 of Thunderbolt Radio. Hopefully, if we get canceled, this whatever, or if we say the wrong thing, piss people off, whatever. It is what it is. Red Astray is a piece of shit, so just gonna throw that out there. I said what I said. I said what I said. Anyways, what's up? I am the Gunpla Stop. Also go by Jan. I have Instagram, a YouTube channel. I got this motley crew of other also model builders, not just Gunpla builders. Some other folks they do also build models as well, so it's not just limited to. And we're just this is not it's just another Gundam podcast, just another one in the vastness. We're just here to talk some BS and have some fun. So without further ado, let's get rolling. Let's go around the table. Who wants to go first?
Screaming into the void here. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, boy, into the ether, baby.
Anybody can.
I'm Ian Minianji on Instagram, Discord. My claim to fame is that I mod for Mecha Warehouse, and I don't know. It's not about it. That's kind of it. I'm working on a chill build through the Titanium Phase, and yeah, that's kind of it. I think Double O is what brought me here, and or at least into the hobby. And shit, if I watch Seed, it might take me out of the hobby. So, moving on. That's all from me. Thanks.
I'll take that as my cue to pick it up. I'm Seth. You can find me on Instagram at ReadyBuilder2, and that's the number 2, not the word spelled out. Currently, I'm working on the HG Kshatriya. A couple of my favorite series. I like Double O a lot. That's what got me back into Gundam sometime when I was in high school. I think I picked it up back in the day with Toonami. Big fan of G Gundam, and I will not defend it, but I do like Seed. Let the hate begin. I think that's pretty much all it is for me. If anybody else wants to pick it up.
I'll take that as my cue. I'm Cody, Blue Lantern 29 on Instagram, Discord. I think that's about it I've got. I've been watching Gundam since Wing when it was on Toonami. Kind of got out of it for a little bit, got back into it with Seed. Yeah, I'm also a Seed simp. Not as much. I'm more of an Age simp. Also, the resident F90 whore, but that's just me. Currently, I'm building the Gray Schwabe Full Mechanics. I would say what got me back into the model building was the Full Mechanic IBO line.
All right. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you. Take that as my cue to go. But okay. So, name is James. Online handle Mr. J Hound. Goog, Gil Googs, Goofs, Galbaldi's, all that. 6 on. But all right. As far as what got me into the hobby here, I didn't get home in time for Wing, so I'm a G Gundam guy. 0079 and G Gundam is what got me here, and I'll die on that hill. The G Gundam is actually good. So, but other than controversial statements here, other series I really enjoy probably Zeta, After War Gundam X, and I guess G Gundam belongs up there. But I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. I dig up into the manga, but what actually got me into the hobby. During the quarantine, a bunch of people got sent home and we had a lot of time, and I had more time and I had a lot of money. So started building with the girlfriend, got a high grade Goof Revive from Mecha Warehouse, and she got a Wing Gundam Fenice, and then we just started building and making bad decisions. But that's about it.
All right. So you got me, Never Waffle, on Instagram with 2 3s and a 4. Name's Chris. I'm a little guy compared to these folks. only 17. Got into the hobby a couple years ago because my dad watched Wing when I was younger, way younger, like maybe like 5. Had the little figures, play with them and stuff, and I like destroyed them because that's what 5-year-olds do. And got back into it a couple years ago when COVID hit. Built like a couple high grades, and I was like, I want the bigger ones. And now I've built probably like 20, 25 master grades in the past couple years, and it's been a fun ride. Got back into it because 08 MS team. It's the best show. And I know that Jan will agree with me that the Goof Custom is, yeah. It's a good mono eye, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Damn right. On Goof,
Yeah.
baby.
On Goof.
Yeah, just building a couple kits right now, doing decals on my Cubile damned, or as we like to say, the Quebly.
The Quebly darned.
Yeah, the Quebly darned.
that darn Quebly.
Yeah, but that's about it. Just trying to get through it.
Floor is yours, Jishin.
I'm Jishin, RCP Gunpla on Instagram. I'm usually just here to sit in the background and occasionally throw barbs at one of them. I occasionally actually build stuff, and I'm part of the Mono Eye Club.
This man single-handedly wrecked my account with one phrase. Not even a phrase, it was just a statement. But it's a high mobility type. Fuck! This man.
Jan, high mobility.
Damn it, it's special.
Yeah, I was like, I guess, maybe. So, like I said earlier, my name is Jan, aka the Gunpla Stop. I did start building. I unlike Jayhound, I got home on time for Gundam Wing, and my little teenage mind was blown when I saw Wing Gundam transform for the first time, and I was like, "Holy shit! What did I just see?" And plus the soundtrack. I mean, dude, it was like, my 11-year-old head just couldn't deal with it. So the model kits came out, those glorious high grade 100s that have such amazing quality that, just man, right? Went through those, Endless Waltz suits, went through those, fell off, did the thing, life happened. And then in 2019, I spotted some master grade. It was a Wing TV version. And then I spotted a Wing master grade Tallgeese. I was like, I used to build these. And my wife was like, hey, go ahead. Maybe, why not? So that was 2019. And then we're here now, 2020. This is just a portion of the build collection. 2022, my bad. 2020 is just a really long year. It's just kind of been wild. Gundam Wing for sure. I am a Unicorn. Dude, I love Unicorn. That series is legit. If anybody has anything to say, they don't need to say anything. You shut up. I don't want to hear it.
All I have to say is Marita is Space Sis.
Marita is Space Sis for 100%. Really should have died. Marita didn't deserve to die, and I hope he burns in hell. Yeah, for sure.
This man speaks my language, but then talks about mono eyes. I don't understand.
Okay, man, everyone. Okay, so because I've been hanging out with these friggin' yahoos for a while, every once in a while things bleed over a little bit. I do have mono eyes in my collection. I am like a hardcore Fetty guy for sure. If the Titans had more suits, I probably would have more of those. Because Titans have the best suits, and I don't care what anybody else says. I mean, come on, man. Mark II Titans, baby. Titans did nothing wrong.
That's a lie.
Titans did nothing wrong.
Old face lie.
As a fanboy,
That is a lie.
I am a Titan.
my fellow
apologist.
weebs.
But no, yeah, like that. It's just I enjoy it. And every once in a while, yeah, we do like the troll. Yeah, it's a thing that we do. Cody especially because he likes age and nobody likes age. He's like the one age guy besides Osama.
That is blasphemy.
I like age. I like
I
There
age.
are
mean,
3 of us.
Seth, you like Gundam Seed, so I have no idea why you're even like.
You know what? I got nothing for that.
Okay, I'm sorry, but you can't deny the age 2 double bullet looks sexy. Come on.
I mean, it looks
Come on.
cool. I mean, it looks cool, but I mean, okay. Like,
And I'm sorry, the FX is the new done better.
whoa,
Ah,
easy
Well,
there.
I threw that spice
Hold
out
your tongue there.
Easy there. Easy
Man,
there.
this is episode 1. Don't come for blood yet.
God dang. The man's talking about our Lord and Savior, new Gundam, like he's some bitch boy. No, man, that shall not pass. But no, yeah. So basically, I wrote a crude outline of what we were going to do today. We kind of covered it in like record time. I literally had the timer going, and been a whole 10 minutes. And we kind of covered that. So,
Well, I'll tell you what. Double O got me back here, but IBO made me care.
dude, man, do we? Wow, we're just going for the jugular.
IBO made me feel again.
Dude.
Yeah.
Let's put it all on
So
the table.
okay, so yeah, I'll lay it down. I did not want to watch IBO because I watched episode 1. I was like, I'm not really feeling this, and then several folks here were like, dude, you give it another shot. Give it another shot. So I gave it another shot, man. IBO, need counseling.
It hits you.
Need counseling. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it. That show was rough.
Hits.
I mean, the one character death, that one made no sense, and it hurt so hard.
It still rides with me, man. That person deserved better. Using ambiguous pronouns, they deserve better.
Indeed.
They deserve better.
But I mean, yeah, like Jayhound, for example, he likes to preach the good word of the Goog.
Indeed.
Because that's
I
what he
think I
likes
have
to
my
do.
Bible right over here, actually. Ah, yes. Here it is.
The Gogu Bible.
The Bible of the Goog.
And the good Lord said, let there be a big ass shield.
I think the next suit that's got a big ass shield is the Turne.
So
Yeah, this is a Zulu shield type thing.
being the day that it is, so today, if you guys are watching or listening on a different day, today was a pretty gnarly P Bandai drop. And when I say pretty gnarly, I'm talking about like some of the drops before were like, a good number of high grades, a couple real grades, like, and like the occasional 1 or 2 master grade. This one was like 5 master grades, like 7 high grades, another repeat of a few real grades. I mean, it was like a chunk.
Perfect grade too.
Yeah, a perfect grade and an expansion pack. So like they had P Bandai USA had removed the Neo Zeon from the print list for this order. I suspect that if it would have been there, none of us would be like, nah, man, we gotta cut power. I gotta eat ramen.
Not
I'm back
me.
in college. Oh wait.
It doesn't tickle my fancy. It's cool, but
The Neo Zeon getting cut was that was. I'm not big into P Bandai, but that was a devastating thing to me. I was really looking forward to getting my hands on a model kit that's literally the size of a top.
Dude, it's the size of your torso, man. You see,
I
you
know,
look like a small guy.
I want one so bad. It is a holy grail kit of mine. I was so excited. I had already cleared it with the wife. I could get it. I just couldn't build it at this house. And then it got dropped, and my heart just sank.
I think my wallet's over on the kitchen table, like writhing in pain from my purchase.
So, did everybody? We talked about this offline before we started recording, but we all got what we wanted to get, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, so I said we should have had a blooper reel ready. Come on, man.
Oh, dude, man. I think we were entirely too tense.
Yeah,
I was shaking my head for 10 minutes.
I mean, every time
The entirety of-
one of those drops comes, it's like your heart starts racing as the time counts down, and you're just watching the seconds go by, and then it hits. You refresh the page, and you're just like, "Oh God, I hope I get it in my cart, and the page doesn't crash."
Yeah.
There was a whole lot of page
Jishin,
crashing this time.
wasn't here. Did you score Jishin?
Yes.
Did you get what you were wanting?
I got what I wanted, and my wallet does not like me right now.
Your wallet's like, I'm not talking to you for a week.
No, I feel you, man. I feel you. Like what was it? These freaking terrorist sympathizers over here.
He brought up.
Oh God, he's
He
even got
put
the
the
Fetty
hat
scum hat on.
You're really gonna flag the FBI just like that?
Seriously, you're gonna get FBI, NSA, CIA on us.
Now, some poor intern at the FBI is gonna have to learn all about Gundam now.
And you know what? And then he's gonna be like, "Why am I always broke buying these model kits?" You're welcome, FBI agent, whatever the heck your name.
buy two Uma Lightning Gelgoots just so they can wield 2 rocket launchers.
Ooh, dang.
Just so
Love you,
one of them.
FBI agent.
He's gonna be like, "Why am I always broke?" Well, let me tell you, this one case that I had to work.
He needs funds, baby. Got to win this war.
Bunch of these weaves over here.
He's just gonna show him the episode, and then he's just gonna send a bunch of other people on the rabbit hole. We're just gonna cause the whole FBI to go bankrupt.
It's like, what happened? Like, well, these guys, man, they like plastic model kits, and then it just kind of went from there. I don't know when to stop. I can't.
I heard the word terrorist.
So these side 3 sympathizer folk, well, they were like, hey, because long backstory short, like I said, I like Fetty suits, Gundams, gyms, anything Fetty for the Byron Lot, all that good stuff. They're the Mono Eye gang, so Zaku, Goof, Gelgoog, especially Doms, all that good stuff. Now, I like the Goof. That's like my favorite Mono Eye. I'll throw that out there. I will die on the hill. The Goof is the best. I don't care if it doesn't have a space version. I don't give a damn. It is a highway robbery that it doesn't. Anyways, I have this thing about high mobility suits. High mobility is it's everything for me. I don't know why. I just like ridiculous amounts of thrusters. The more engines it has, the better. And I'm sitting there debating whether I even want to do this. Because I was going to get the Dwaj because I like the Doms. And Jishin over here, this friggin' terrorist, he decides to tell me like, oh yeah, it's high mobility. And I'm like, shit. All right. So then I have 5 tabs open, which originally started off as 3. So now I have this ridiculous order from P Bandai.
Yeah, you gotta be true to your heart, man.
I mean, if we're talking high mobility, Jan.
I hate you because I really, really want the Johnny Red and Zaku.
I do too. I'm not even a Zaku guy, even though I like Mono Eyes, but like Johnny Ryden's my boy. And like
whenever I see that floating around, it's like looking pretty good. Box art's hot.
It is hot.
Box art worth a lot more than most people give it credit for.
So Gam, who's another one of the folks that has caused me to rethink the kind of models that I buy. He probably will hop on a little later, but Gam, he collects the P Bandai like the Ace suits, both in either real grade or master grade. I deviated away from that because I didn't want to set this expectation in my head. Because I'm very much a collector. I prefer to collect as opposed to do custom painting. And now, after getting my first Ace suit, I'm very concerned. I'm very worried.
You gotta get them all.
This man's sweating over here.
That's why I put the hat on. I had to hide the sweat.
I'll make a bet. I'll make a bet like you did with me with the AOZ stuff because no more AOZ.
Okay.
F90 for life. You're gonna buy another Ace pilot suit.
You still got 10 months. I said within a year. You still got 10 months.
No, we got about
Because there was a Hazel on Mandarake for 6,000 yen not too long ago, and I'm like, I swear, if you had seen it, you probably would have bought it.
I saw it. It didn't tickle my fancy.
Okay,
You
sure.
saw how painful that Hazel hurt.
You know why it didn't tickle your fancy? Because you knew P Bandai was coming.
Nah, Hazel AOZ kits. I'm sorry for all the AOZ fans out there. AOZ hurts my soul.
It hurts me. It hurts me to hear you say that.
I know. It just hurts me because they don't cooperate with me.
You still liked how it looked, though.
Oh, I still love the look, but they don't cooperate with me. So I guess I'm not qualified for the Titans test team.
Hey, look, a lot of AOZ has too much like extra thrusters and shields and like 6 Kihars and whatnot on it. It gets like really big and gaudy, but when you have stuff that's like the wound wart, and I'm like, yeah, I'm for that. Like,
everything you just said, I hear nothing wrong with that.
Now, see, you get into big and gaudy. Let us talk about the F90 U pack.
Oh God, here we go.
Here we
Already.
It
We're
hurts.
supposed to talk about this till like episode 5.
I mean, it's so like
talking about Space Wing.
Space Wing.
It is a space wing.
So just throwing it out there, something I think we forgot to go over during the introductions is what grades we normally build, what grade we usually stick to, and why we stick to that. So if y'all don't mind, I'll go ahead and kick that off.
Yeah, all right. All right. Yeah, we'll start with Ian.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. My first kit was RG Destiny, and the fact that I'm still here all these years later after that is a testament. I'm telling you. It's funny though. Like, as much of a nightmare as that was, I still prefer RG to everything. Really, really big fan. I just think there's so much there, and clearly Bandai believes that too, because they're sinking everything into RG, in my opinion. But yeah, although I prefer RG to everything, my favorite line is by far HG AOZ. I mean, part of it because it's HGUC, but the other side is, oh man, I just all about those modular designs that look nothing like anything else in the Gundam, like HGUC. Like, things can get weird outside of HGUC or like UC in general, but like within HGUC, within UC, I think AOZ just takes the cake for just cool factor. Also fuck Mono Eyes.
Aw.
Wow.
Spicy. Say. Spicy.
Everybody's giving hot takes. So you know what? Late UC is great. It needs more love. There's a lot to like in there, especially when you get to like F91, F90, Crossbone. All that stuff is good. People need to revisit. Oh, okay, whatever. Quotation marks. Hey, look.
Rock and roll
quotations.
quotations.
Full armor Crossbone. You can't tell me that shit don't look good.
It does look good.
Exactly. Thank you.
So what's your preferred grade?
Okay, so like usually high grades, but kind of been changing my mind on this master grade thing. I think it's fun to build the inner frame and like see more working parts in detail, but high grades been making really good leaps and bounds like later years. Like, most high grades that come out completely new are really good. Like Moon Gundam like kind of changed the game up on what a high grade should be, and that was really cool. So now like you got like they're even making stuff for like other brands that's like it's still like really innovative. And then the origin and also the age kits were like very well detailed for high grade kits. Those are bargains for how cheap age suits are. But last thing I'll say about that is high grade also has like the most variety. So like if you have a favorite suit, you'll most likely find it there. Also, speed of build, ease of build. So for people who appreciate that, and like display size, if you don't have a lot of space, I think high grade just hits that checkbox for me. So it's what I like. Also, it's what I started with. So it's kind of like it's comfortable.
Yeah.
My first kits were the wing one 144th and one 100 HGs. And then back in 09, I got my first master grades, and those were the Goof Custom from 08, the mess team. And this guy, let me turn this off so you can actually see him.
Yeah, he was censored for a second.
He was censored. Oh, he's still censored. No. None. There we go.
I don't want that
this
shit
guy,
being seen.
Master Grade 2.0.
Yep, Mark II 2.0. This is my first big master grade, and I hand painted it and freaking love it. Still around. Had it since 2009, kicking. So I usually build master grades. I got a few real grades, few high grades. So mostly master grades. I like big, thick boys.
Oh, yes, big, thick boys. Like
Look at this guy. Preaching the good word of Goog.
Some Xeon licensing for you. Just saying.
You're welcome.
So for me, I got back into Gundam with 00 back in high school, but I actually didn't get back into the hobby until 2015. And I picked up the high grade Revive RX-78-2 and absolutely fell back in love with this hobby. And it didn't take me long. I ended up picking up my first real grade, which was the Red Frame Stray, which is an amazing, amazing looking design. That real grade is absolute trash, though. And I don't spend a lot of time with real grades. I've got the perfect grades, Perfect Strike, and the perfect grade Lightning Mode Exia, and a few other master grades here and there, but I mostly stick with high grade. It's what I love. Especially if you take the time to really add the details in them, they can look fantastic.
All right. Chris?
All right. Oh,
Psych?
you want to have Jishin go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I grew up on Wing and G Gundam. Probably still have a special place in my heart for the God Gundam. Was away from the hobby for a bit until Build Fighters came around, and that reignited the passion for this hobby. Pretty sure the pandemic did me no favors in terms of my backlog. I'm pretty sure I've built. The only thing I haven't built is a perfect grade, and I'm working my way towards that. Big fan of Mono Eyes. Gotta love those high mobility Zakus. And yeah, Mono Eye Club for life, baby.
That's right.
Speaking of Build Fighters, that is so much fun. Build Fighters Try is way too much fun.
It Re-Rise kind of like got me into the Build Fighters. Like I don't know what it was. Like I was like, bro, they're building them.
People can say all they want about how childish it is. Man, it's a lot of fun. Like
Re-Rise
those battles are just as good as any battle from anywhere else.
But have you seen IBO, bro? The mobile armor.
Like, have you seen Try Burning versus Denial? Come on.
I haven't seen that episode yet, actually. So
I need to get to that.
That is an amazing episode. Whoever, and I should,
you know, the satisfaction you get.
Whoever was the lead animator on that episode was firing on all cylinders. Like, I don't know how much they paid this man or what they gave him, but he was knocking it out of the park.
Just a pallet of Red Bull.
I was gonna say,
like when I watch Violent Custom just fuck up the entire Zeonic Aquatic Core, I get the same feeling from watching Try Burning versus Denial.
Matt, I am probably going to, once we get done with this recording, I'm probably going to put Unicorn in and binge it for the rest of the night.
Unicorn is great.
Yes,
Unicorn it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Unicorn is the way.
The music.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Hiroyuki Sawano does not miss. Like, whenever that dude composes, it's just like it's a hit. People are gonna buy the
It's a hit.
soundtrack. People are gonna put on concerts. Put him on everything.
Dude, man, like I told you this, it bothers the crap out of me because when I first so for you guys, I started off with Wing and all that stuff. So UC, I'm late to the UC. So I saw Unicorn on Netflix because I gave 00 a shot and I was like, I don't really understand it at the time. And then I jumped back I got Unicorn and I was like, oh my God, this looks beautiful. Dude, the scene, the Gundam activation scene in Unicorn, it's like watching a freaking straight through home run at the ballpark. Like it's just like it does not miss. Like that shit. I'm gonna geek out here for a second because I can't deal with it.
I was gonna say I liked Re-Rise. Yeah, it might have come off a little kiddish at first, but then that second half of the show just damn. It hit a little harder.
I like how Re-Rise is actually so good that it makes divers better by being associated with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just throwing it out there, I've watched Divers, but I have not watched Re-Rise yet.
Please watch Re-Rise.
Yeah, you need to watch
Re-Rise.
it.
You know what?
It's on
Watch
YouTube
Try.
in English.
I
Watch
completely
Try.
forgot about it. I'm not even gonna lie. I've watched just about everything else shy of Double Zeta and Igloo, and I'm like 5 episodes deep in Double Zeta right now. Judo Ashta is hilarious. But no, I'm definitely gonna have to check out Re-Rise because I didn't like Divers the first time I watched it. On a second watch, I found it way more enjoyable.
You gotta watch Try because I'll tell you the only thing about Try is it depends. If you're a dub guy, dub person,
That dub
like
is
me,
terrible.
the dub first time through was so rough, but it's gotten to the point where it's so rough that it's literally a part of it for me. Like, I don't know.
No, I get it, man.
It's hard to explain. It's so bad that it's just like, that's it. That
You
is
told me
the
that.
Try that I know.
No, I go through the menu because I do own, other than what hasn't come out yet, I do own the entire Gundam series on Blu-ray, and I personally go through and flip certain series, Try included, back to Japanese. I would rather listen to it than ever hear the dub on any of the build fighters except for Divers. I'd rather listen or read Age because that dub is awful as well. It is terrible.
Hey.
I
There's some
gotta tell you,
aspects that are terrible.
Hey, we've got a new edition.
when I first started watching Age, and like Tori was right there with me, and like Flit, you have to get out of here, mother. I'm like, oh no.
Okay, let's not forget Sex Marquise. I can't do this with it right in front of my eyes.
I mean, but look, that's one of those like bad good. That's like B movie good.
So bad it's
B
good.
movie good. so it's like Sci-Fi Channel on like at noon on a weekday good.
Yeah. Those like we couldn't make so we couldn't make Jaws, so we made Sci-Fi Channel presents Shark Attack. You know, and then like the main actor is like some dude who was in a TV show like 10 years ago that we still remember. And
It's like they cast Dean Cain as a freaking, just some
Wait a minute.
random.
I
have
scientist.
it.
Dean
I have
Cain
it.
is like
I have
an
it. I
adventure
have it.
scientist.
Giant
The-
alligator versus giant gorilla.
It's like Age is on Netflix, but nothing from the UC is to Sharknado 1 through 7 on Sci-Fi, but not Jaws.
Yep. Not Jaws at all.
Dude, that was rough. That hurt. Yeah. I don't know if if you're watching it, you'll notice. But one of our other friends, Justin, just joined up. Justin is out in the Florida man. He is the Florida man.
Yeah.
So Justin, we went through kind of a basic little template, kind of a, not to sound all country like, where'd you come from, where'd you go, Cotton Eye Joe, but it was So just a quick self-introduction, your online handles, what got you into the hobby, give us like a top 3 of your favorite series. What is your preferred grade that you build? And yeah, I think that's kind of
all right. So guide me if I get off track here, right? You guys know I'm in the middle of a bunch of other stuff, so my mind's everywhere. Let's see. Start with how I got into the hobby, because way back in like the early 2000s when Gundam Wing and stuff like that was on TV, and my buddy John would come over and he'd always bring his box of Gundams, and I was like, these are the coolest thing ever, and I need them. And his parents were pretty well off, so he always got the master grades and the big ones. And I told my parents I really, really wanted the Wing Zero custom from Endless Waltz, and my parents, in the most northern way possible, bless their hearts, thought we're gonna get him what he wants for Christmas, and they got me the 1/144th Serpent custom, thinking that it was exactly what I wanted. And that was the first of the Gunpla that I ever built back in 2000. So in spite of Wing being the first series and really like what got me hooked on anime, as a whole, I think that my favorite series is probably split between 08 MS Team and Thunderbolt. And I know Thunderbolt is a collection of movies, but like in general, I love, Thunderbolt in the military tactics and design side of things. Let's see. Favorite grade. If you'd asked me that 2 years ago, I would have said perfect grade. I think, I mean, it's hard for me to say a specific grade, because y'all know I just kind of like do whatever. I think probably master grade now, or more just going with 1/100th size is probably my favorite overall grade. But really, it's like whatever is cool. Giant robots, like, if I mean, I'm on a 1/35th bust kick right now with things like that, and if I can find a 1/48th of anything, I don't care what brand, I'm gonna build it and buy it and destroy it and then make it look as cool as possible. Yeah. What did I miss?
I think you got it.
Basically, us doing that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Waffle, did we get you?
No, my parents came.
Or
Uh,
I forgot he's young.
Because you're a child.
My parents walked in.
yeah,
oh God, no, mom, no.
but
Honey, what are you
Mom, I'm in the
doing?
middle of a podcast.
Not a podcast.
yeah, I think I gotta go with master grade also. It's the best. I mean, the posability is like phenomenal. It has such a good shelf presence. It's like they have really good detail that you can add on to with like the liquid panel liner, or the Gundam markers, or anything like that. And it gives you a lot to work with. But with I feel like with 1/44th, you're limited a little bit. Like you got less area kind of, and there's not as much detail if you were just like snap building.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Seth is kind of our 1/144th guy, though, with all his shenanigans.
Yeah, Seth do like the high grades.
Yeah, you got Seth and Jay.
Yeah, Seth and J-Hound, and yeah.
Somebody,
There's a difference though. Like Seth does the new high grades. Jayhound has 1/144ths from the 80s.
Seth did the old saws to be high grade.
So
There's
like,
only one Sosby high grade, but like my Gelgoog Jaeger that I just did, yeah, it's a P Bandai re-release from 2018, but the base kit is from '04, and I've got a couple other kits, high grade kits from like the late '90s. But no, Jay absolutely is doing the kits from like the '80s and like the late '70s, and it's crazy.
It's fun. Like, okay, when you have to like build it with adhesive, it's like a whole different build experience. So it's like, I know like people are kind of used to Bandai making stuff easy nowadays, you know, like kind of like no fuss, no muss. But like part of the modeling experience, like, did I assemble this kit with just masking tape so I can paint it later and then like customize it so it can move better? Yeah, I did. Hadn't gotten around to doing any like heavy customizations, but like it's fun for me thinking about that and planning it out. Just got to.
Not even gonna lie, you're probably more prepared for resin than most people that are building modern kits are.
I'm scared of resin, but like I'm gonna take that step eventually.
dude, I mean, shoot, you guys remember I bought that resin YJL with Sinanju, and I got so worked up about it. I was like, Justin, please buy it off me. Please.
Darn.
I can't. I was like, I like psyched myself out. I was like, I'm not ready. Like, because and I told you guys, like, I did a few glow up kits. Right now I'm in the middle of doing that to our Gams backlog Palooza. Gams another one of the folks that will probably join us later tonight. But basically, we picked out kits for each other. Mine was a Nightingale because I have this bad habit of like not building things sometimes because my backlog just grows. So this thing is like, I bought like all the things for it. I bought photo etch, bought LED lights, I bought paint specifically for it because I don't think anything else that I have in my backlog is going to get painted gore red. So here we are. And yeah, so I'm just working through it. But no, my preferred grade is for sure friggin' master grade. Like Chris said, there is just no rival. Perfect grade is great and all. Like I like it. It's just shelf space is the problem with the perfect grade. Master grade is just like, daddy.
Well, with perfect
Honorable
grade,
mention to real grade.
I don't talk, dude. Okay, real grade. All right, come on, man. Like I get it. Like, you know, you got me to like admit that real grade's decent after a certain model, but shameless plug on my YouTube channel. I built the real grade Gramps on one video, and I swear that is the closest I've ever come to launching a kid against the wall. And it's not that I'm an angry guy, as I'm not. I'm pretty chill. But that thing was getting me so frustrated because it felt so dainty and fragile that I'm just this one piece in the crotch part, right above the yellow V, that top red piece literally it launched off when I was trying to put it in. I lost it for a good 30 minutes. And I finally found it because I had this bad boy right here. So this is a very, very powerful LED light. And I literally did this, like I went like on the floor just so I could find it. And then I finally found it like a good 30 minutes later, but it drove me nuts because I'm like, man, I don't want my cat to eat it. I don't really want to buy another one just to have it. I didn't know about Mecha Parts Guy at the time. And I was just like, I don't know, man. Real grade traumatized me.
Dude, if that frustrated you that bad, I'm personally going to seek out and find the RG Zeta just to send it to you.
Dude, that's a hate crime right there.
It's a hate crime.
That's a hate crime, man.
But no, getting back on topic, you know, PGs are really cool, but there's one big flaw with PGs. There's not a lot of them.
That's true.
You don't have a big selection.
No, but that's good though because it's less wallet paint. Well, less.
Yeah. Build that to the perfect grade perfectibility. I think.
Hey, you know what though? You could probably get so the perfect grade perfectibility. Think about it though; it's cheaper to get that plus the expansion kit, plus the LEDs than it is to buy the P Bandai Fenix.
Yeah, that's baffling to me.
Like
PG unicorns make up at this point half of the PGs that are available to the market.
that sounds like a
there's a
hateful
u-
comment, man. I feel like you're jelly.
Hey, look, don't get me wrong. I love unicorn. I do. I've got my high grade Banshee over there. I've got my high grade full armor unicorn working on the Kshatriya. Got the Sinanju in there. I love that, but there's only a handful of perfect grade kits, and we've got the perfect grade unicorn. We've got the perfect grade Banshee. We've got the perfect grade Phoenix. Plus all the LED kits for them. Like half of, and I am exaggerating, but about half of what's available to the market is unicorn.
No, I don't disagree with you at all because you have the regular unicorn, Final Battle.
Oh
Banshee,
yeah,
you have Banshee Norn, Banshee Final Battle, Fenix, Unicorn Perfectibility, and
That's the other one I forgot
and
about.
there's a seventh one. There is a Dark
about that.
Fenix. It's like black, like
Oh yeah.
electroplated black.
Mastermind.
What's it
I know
called?
which one. Yeah, I've seen that one. I've
Mastermind
seen that one.
Fenix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
And
one.
the China red unicorn also.
Oh yeah, and the China Red Unicorn. That's 8.
Where the other perfect grades were perfect grade Gramps, Shard Zaku. Wasn't there a PG, just regular Zaku also?
Yeah. There's PG Zaku,
Yeah.
PG Zaku 2,
PG Wing, PG Zeta, PG Exia, PG 00 Riser, PG 00 Riser Trans Am, PG 00 Riser Inspection Color version,
GPL
PG Unicorn and all of its variants, the PG Unleash.
Man, you just reminded me of something. I might.
Isn't there a perfect grade V2? Or is that just an old 160 V2?
Oh,
That's
That's
just
an old
an old
160.
160.
Ancient.
That thing,
Ancient.
that thing is not perfect. Like, there's nothing perfect about that
There's
thing. I can
nothing
tell you that.
perfect about it.
It's much like the Victory Ver cause.
Did you notice the baby hands in my build pictures?
The baby hands.
The baby hand.
Baby hands.
hey, look, I got him that because he said he wanted it, but then he's just like,
Yeah, no. I'm gonna have a blast finishing it. I absolutely am. It's gonna be a challenge to make the proportions right. You know, I appreciate that.
well,
Hey, quick update by the way on P Bandai. White Dingo is out of stock.
Oh no.
I got it.
That took longer than I was expecting.
Uma Lightning is still available.
What?
That is surprising.
Dewaj is still available.
The X Impulse.
That's because mono eyes fucking blow.
Oh my god. Get out of here with that shit.
That is a
nobody
hateful
wants to
comment.
hear that.
He is Edgelord Ian, and he is chaotic as fuck. And you know what? I dig it.
Yes.
I dig it. And guess what? While we're on stream, I am gonna go ahead and purchase the clear body for the PG Unleashed because hey, when in
Why are you doing this?
Why are you
Yes.
hurting your wallet? I
Dude.
hear your wallet already screaming.
dude, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I regretted not. So I had the chance to buy the PG Unleashed a while ago, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna hold off because I'm gonna focus on the unicorns. Then another reason was because I didn't have this, because I told myself this thing has a killer inner frame.
Oh yeah.
Why waste it by covering it up?
Well, and just with talking on the PGU's inner frame and everything. I mean, when you get picked up by God, what was his name from Mythbusters?
Oh,
Oh
Adam
yeah.
Savage.
Adam
Adam
Savage. Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah, when Adam Savage is gushing over a Gundam kit on YouTube, you did something right.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that
Bandai
was-
did send
That
it
was
to him.
45 minutes of pure joy for me.
I mean, he was just bamboozled by it. He's like, holy crap.
And for those listening in that want to fund it, you can subscribe to Jan's OnlyFans.
It's
Well,
called
we've
Only
got
James.
Only Gams.
It's called Only Gams.
Yeah,
Only
Gambit
Gams.
got his own.
Yeah.
I'm over here like looking up like my debit card information.
So
Yeah, Seth. Yeah, keep us on track for real.
yeah, so I was gonna say, moving on to the next topic. Just I'm kind of coming up with stuff off the top of my head. What do y'all think is the most underrated Gundam series that has come out so far? Mine is by far Gundam X.
Yes, Gundam X.
Age.
I think the nostalgia goggles got you on that one, Seth. So
I feel age is underrated.
Mm-mm.
that's a
Like,
hard
don't get me
one.
wrong, Age is good, but X and Cody, I say this because you haven't finished X yet. X is better than Age by
X is
far.
better than
Like,
Age.
yes, just the plot's better. Well,
I'm sorry.
X
I'm
got
sorry.
rushed.
It lost me with one episode.
We're not. Was it the new type dolphin?
We have new type dolphin. I'm sorry.
That's one episode, man. Get past that. Get past that. Age has like 5 episodes in it that I'm just like, why are they doing this?
Yep.
Staging
Yeah,
an
well-
intervention for Cody here. Good lord.
Let's talk about how many
Cody, we're
episodes.
here for you.
How
Get
many
past it,
episodes-
Cody. Push through.
How many episodes did Seed cut out just by removing Kira crying?
Look, listen. I said in the beginning, I like Seed. I will not defend it. It is bad. It is very bad, but
Yeah,
I turn my brain off and I enjoy it. And yes, for the record, they cut 2 episodes out of the HD remastered by cutting out Kira's crying.
2 episodes, 2 whole episodes. That's an
2
hour.
whole episodes,
Get an
yes.
hour out of it.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about Age compared to X, Cody.
Like, just saying, which one's a better show? Like,
I will fight you.
all right, okay. So, like, in a less hostile way, I'm gonna break it down. Like, as somebody who's seen both. Like, okay, so Gundam X, okay, it got canceled. It only got 39 episodes instead of 48 or 52, like a regular Gundam series, because people were tired of Gundam. We had like F91 in 91, and then 93 we had Victory, 94G, Wing,
Yep.
and then X. People were sick of Gundam after 6 years straight, and then OVAs original video animations of 8th Mobile Suit Team, stuff like that. War in the
Stardust Free.
Pocket, like they were sick. So, and then they started a trend of alternate universes, so it wasn't Universal Century. So X just happened to land in a bad spot, and it didn't get to basically tell its whole story. But something weird happened because X being rushed to finish with only 39 episodes actually made the pacing in that show damn near perfect, because characters develop, situations happen, and fights take place in a perfect timeline that makes that show really enjoyable, makes it hard to not go to the next episode. Also, main character, he has some of the best development I've ever seen out of a Gundam protagonist, because the things that happen to him shape him in such a way to where it's like he is a fully realized individual, and he doesn't need to go through depression or anyone's death or anything to become an effective and efficient Gundam pilot who's self-confident and actually really effective in battle.
Tell me
All I'm
he
gonna
doesn't
say
even
is-
need to get slapped.
And
He
I was
didn't
like
need to
2
get
seconds away
slapped.
from saying that, man. Damn.
All I'm going to say is his one
Stole it.
line is, if this works, I'll believe in God. And it works. Tifa, I believe in
Worst
God.
Keith, I believe in Jesus.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
Now,
but and this is. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I will agree with you on that. I will say Age kind of had the same fate, though. They kind of had the same issue because they had just gotten done with Turn A, Steed, Destiny, Double O, and then they get to Age, and Age was kind of in that fatigue area too. And then you, Jahan, you and Seth have seen this too. The time skip is abrupt with the 3 characters, and there are some weird episodes. The ending, the way it happened, the way Flit's character changed was just like, what?
And, at least Age got a time skip that you could tell that it was a time skip. F91 didn't even get that.
Oh yeah, F91 got done.
F91 is a tragedy.
I mean, it is a tragedy. Oh, bullet casing killing the mom 10 minutes into the anime, dude. Oh, Jesus. Man.
But I will say
Roughest
one big
random death.
knock. Yeah, one big knock against Age is the marketing team at Bandai and Sunrise didn't know what they wanted to do with Age, because the storyline will fit in with any UC. It's got those darker tones to it, but it was pushed as a show for kids. It was animated like a show for kids, but it still kept that darker tone, more UC style. And it put off a lot of fans because older fans didn't like the art style. Newer fans didn't really like more or less the death and violence that was happening.
And then you get into the after Age, then you get into the Diver series for a while, and the Build series, and then you go to surprise. Here's, I think, was G Reco before IBO or after? It was
Before G Reco came out in 14, I believe, and
Yeah, then
IBO
you get
started in
Reco.
15.
Yeah, then you get Reco, and then IBO comes out, and everyone's like, "Who let Kill 'Em Automata back in the department? Like, what happened?"
It's a very divisive series too, just on mobile suit designs alone. But like, just going back for a second to like what's underrated comparatively, since we only brought up like 2 series, because like
Yeah.
I think really those are the only 2 series that people like absolutely have like an argument with. Like if they've seen X and seen Age out of those 2, and then maybe Double Zeta, but we're not talking about that. But like Age has like,
I mean, who even likes Double Zeta?
we out here. But anyway, so like Age has a few.
I'll let you know in like a week.
This is like, okay, so the time skips, you know what's happening, but the thing is, the ending alone, like the 3rd generation is so rough, and then like the pacing in the first part is slow. Like Flit is my favorite, but his pacing is slow. There's like about 4 episodes of that show that could be like just cut out completely. You still have the same story. Like
Any part?
just the characterization towards the end from literally everybody, they just whatever. They just had to make a happy ending. And you could tell they had influence from the UC because they wanted their Axis shot moment to where, you know, like Neo Zeon soldiers and Federation soldiers were maybe like, you know, maybe we don't want to drop a big ass asteroid on Earth. Maybe this is a bad idea. So everybody helped, you know, but in Age, they had a similar instance where they like came together, but it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense.
Yeah,
like
those last few episodes were just, you look at it and you go, what? Oh, and Gerard.
Yeah, Gerard, Raina Spriggan should not be there.
No,
she just shouldn't.
No.
They introduced her too late.
They tried to sum up 0079, Zeta, and Double Zeta in 50 episodes.
And Shar's counterattack.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, and Shar's counterattack.
And they just tacked that on at the end.
Yeah. That's exactly what they did. And they tried to take what was at the time, 30 years worth of Gundam history and shoved it into 50 episodes.
Yep. And then over the course of a war that had been going for almost 100 years in the show's timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was out of whack. But like really the big thing that makes Age's storyline just kind of hit or miss, like the character designs, yes, but they incorporated some teams of people from Level 5, which is a video game company, to write the story for a TV show, and it doesn't really mesh up.
Well, and I would say the most underrated F91.
It's not a series though, but
no, but it was supposed to be a series because they didn't know what they were going to do, and then they're like, fuck it, we're just going to make it a movie.
Yep. And that's the tragic part about it, because it has a story that deserves to be fleshed out, but you have to go read Crossbone Gundam or like the F91 prequel in Japanese to like get a good idea. And then they're like, this isn't the end at the end of the movie. It's like, oh well, I mean, kind of is. Go to Crossbone, I guess. But it's got good ideas and stuff. But like, you know, just tragically, we had about 13 episodes ready. We just made a movie out of it.
I would say another one that it's not underrated, but the art's beautiful, but it's a long slog, and Seth knows where I'm going with this.
Turn A. No, it is not underrated. It is bad, and I do not like it.
It's not bad. It is a novel. It is a novel that it's got beautiful art. I'll give it that.
So,
Sid did beautiful art for it.
Yes, but let me cut in for a second because I just noticed that Gam has joined us.
Hey, Gam.
Hello.
What's going on, Gam? Hey, bud. So, like I told, like we did with Justin, just introduce yourself with your handles. What got you into the hobby? Top 3 favorite Gundam series, your favorite grade, and yeah, that's about it. And then we'll keep rambling on whatever propaganda about turn A Cody wants to talk about.
Okay.
Damn. Also, I'm gonna need you to turn to page 6 in your textbook. Do you have one of these?
I
Oh,
do
Lord.
have one of those actually.
I actually have a textbook sitting up here somewhere.
No. But yes, I'm Gam, also known as Nick, I guess. My handle is Gam_builds on Instagram. Let's see. You said my 3 favorite Gundam series next.
Yeah.
Well, Zeta Gundam is my favorite, obviously, just because the designs are very far out there and unique from anything else you might see. Second, it's always hard to like put this one. Like I enjoy 8th MS Team a lot, I suppose, just because it's got that like, real Vietnam gritty type feel. And when you think of something like that, you just think of dirty mobile suits, and who doesn't love a good weathered suit? And third, I don't know. I do enjoy Thunderbolt just for the ridiculousness of it, and because it's unlike anything else. It's too dang cool, honestly. My preferred builds, I guess. Master Grade is the best grade, obviously. There's just a lot more room for detailing, and like sense of scale is a lot easier to maintain versus when you're doing something a lot smaller, or I guess bigger too. But I've been building since 2018. I got into the hobby just because I was looking for other ways to spend my money than what I was at the time. And then I remembered I wanted to build Gundam from way back when after watching G Gundam on Toonami. Those were the good old days. And yeah, ever since then, I just kept messing around and doing what I do. And I guess I have a thing for Mono Eyes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Weird.
That was great.
Can I also say that Jan has a stupid hat?
Wow.
Since you brought it up, I will say that I do think G Gundam is a heavily underrated series by far.
That's fair. I thought there was enough love for G Gundam, but like you'll see
really
people
not.
on the internet like us scream for it, but like Bandai's like, all right, you get 1 kid a year, bucko.
You say these things, but my boy Buffet still had no respect.
Oh man, Wu-Fei's finally getting his.
Look, if he actually respected women, he would have gotten a mobile suit a lot.
See, this is where he fools you. Buffet is an advocate for women everywhere. He's trying to keep them off the battlefield, protect their lives. So you're welcome.
True champion.
Why are there so many women on this battlefield?
Yeah, he is a true champion of women everywhere.
But she could be a woman's choice if she wants to be on the battlefield. I mean, I think Noin made that apparent.
Well, I mean, she obviously was a noob. That's why she didn't belong in the battlefield.
Hey, look, she underestimated him because he was a kid.
Bam. Bam.
And he underestimated her because she was a woman.
Underestimated what? He knocked her out of the sky. A woman.
I'll say he just doesn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, not her. Who? I can't remember her name. That blonde-headed girl.
What? Sally Poe?
Yeah, Sally Poe.
She never. I don't think she even ever gets in a mobile suit. She's a ground commander.
She doesn't, but she got the better of Wu Fei with tactics.
Tactics. Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Yeah. Let's go with that. But no, when she was commanding those troops, firing rockets at mobile suits, and Wu Fei is just like, look at this woman.
A woman.
I think he was. Well, I mean, let's be honest. At the end of Endless Waltz, he does kind of simp for her just a little.
Not simp. He just, he's like, all right, girl, I'll hang out with you. I'll give you the time of day.
We know he's crushing on her. We know
you can't call Wu Fei a simp, bro. Wu Fei is like anti-simps.
But
got Rolina simping over Hero after he tears up her birthday invitation. He's like, I'll kill you. And she's like,
oh my.
She's like,
I love you, Hero Senpai.
Notice me, Senpai.
Notice me, Senpai.
He's like, you're in the way, get lost.
Why did I just save her life? I've been trying to kill her for the last 4 episodes.
I'm trying to kill this bitch.
But so okay, we went to. All right, Gam. What do you think is the most underrated series?
Underrated series?
Yeah.
Yep. Don't get no respect.
G Gundam.
Yes.
I mean, like the people that love G Gundam really love it. Like they're passionate about it. But there's other people who think that G Gundam is dumb Super Robot War stuff, and it turns them off. And it's like that's where you're wrong. Because I mean, why wouldn't you love like big giant fighting Gundams?
With special moves.
What's
With
Yeah.
special moves.
It's Dragon Ball Z though. It's Gundam, and
Don't insult Dragon Ball Z like that. How dare you.
I am here for it though. I enjoy G Gundam.
It's got the same flavor.
And we also can't ignore like the very, very obvious, and I know it was a different time, but the very obvious
With the blatant amount of racism.
Race issues.
I mean,
not
that's been
racist.
there since UC. I mean,
It's just
beyond straight
stereotypical.
up
It's been there
Nazis.
in anime forever.
Look, I actually, and I wish I could remember the article, but I did read an article, and whoever was like front running G Gundam had so much control taken away from him that when they asked him to start designing mobile suits, he's like, all right, well, if you want me to design these, I'm going to make them so racist that it's funny. And that's how we got Tequila Gundam.
I mean,
But
dude,
look, it's not racist though. It's just like it's okay. It's like it's stereotypical. It's like they took
It is.
base elements of what they think those people are like. But if you actually watch and listen to the characters, nobody acts in any kind of way that's not just some like a Gundam fighter participant. Like say Chico Rodriguez, bless his soul for that name, is not like doing anything like super Mexican. He's just trying to fight people, even though he's doing some dirty fighting there, but like just trying to keep his people safe. Like that's what he's doing.
So he's doing some dirty Sanchez. Is that what you're saying?
Hey, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Jay,
Don't put that on me.
I see your Tequila Gundam argument, and I raise you Zebra Gundam.
I'll see that and
Like-
raise the America Gundam with Chibity.
Hey,
Man.
that's awesome though.
Mermaid
Like as an
Gundam, give me
American,
that.
I appreciate it.
Give me the mermaid Gundam.
I mean,
Who had the
Mermaid
Mermaid
Gundam?
Gundam?
got me serenaded to sleep with the national anthem. I mean, I'm getting very much Team America movie from that. America.
Heck yeah!
Oh, you're like to prevent copyright issues.
I was gonna say,
Correct.
ready to
You're not gonna
bleep
get-
12 times. Like,
Okay, so let's see. We're at.
Wait, are we actually keeping a counter of how many times you got to bleep me?
No. I'm not working.
Yeah,
that hard.
I've dropped a few bombs myself, but hey.
All right, so we're at about an hour right now, actually. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we I think we discussed that we can go up to 2 if we wanted to. It just depends on what we talk about. Obviously, this has been an episode of just rambling and just talking shit because this is episode 1. This is just trying to get it out there and kind of work out the kinks, get things kind of figured out. Oddly enough, it's like, okay, Seth has kind of become like the wrangler because he's kept us on task very well so
Just
far.
doing what I can with what I got.
Yeah.
It's been because I mean, dude, we get the ADHD fired up. No Ritalin here, but no, yeah. So we talked about P. Van Dyke, about tonight's damage. We talked about. Oh yeah, Gam, what you score, by the way?
Umalite and Gelgoog and Don Zaku.
Yeah, boy. That sounds about
More
right.
mono eye goodness.
All the mono eye tastiness.
Six Xeon, just saying.
Justin, what you
Big
get?
Xeon.
X Impulse.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh,
And let me make the appearance again.
by the way, if you guys didn't see, this is one of my cats. He just refuses to. His name is Louie. He's how old are you, buddy? What, 5? Yeah, you're 5. He's 5 years old now. Oh my gosh, buddy, you're old. And yeah, he likes to hang out. Every time I'm on Zoom, he'll come on by.
Pretty early. I passed out when you left.
Here's
But
Fry.
I fell asleep on what were we watching?
Cody got a fry.
Yeah.
Little fry
I
boy.
finished that, but I fell asleep.
Over 5, but
Hmm?
people yell at me if I'm on
I'm
Zoom.
sorry, man. Well, I really thought you were fucking with me. But like, I thought about it. I sat there and I was like, oh fuck, no, that makes perfect sense. Like my shit is falling apart.
Mayhem.
Yeah, Jay, you're all just over
Jay.
falling apart.
Oh, hey, my bad. You know what? Cut that out. We'll fix it. We'll fix it in we'll fix it in
Post.
Fuck it. We're doing it live.
I
Oh,
turned the
dude.
camera off to talk to Tori, but I didn't turn my mic off, so I'm stupid.
Guess what? Guess what, Jayhound?
But
Because it was me, Barry.
Showing me the kitty.
he adjusted my mic at just the right moment to make me think I still had it off.
But it was
But
me,
it was
Barry.
me.
I heard Tori. Hi, Tori.
Hey.
Hi,
She's over
Tori.
there. She's being a woman.
Chaotic.
A woman.
Natural chaotic. A woman. So the overall plan that we got, so right now the idea is to try and do at least one a month. I know that's a big gap for a lot of for some, but you know, we have lives. We like to build kits. We have huge backlogs that we need to get a hold of. But yeah, you know, things happen. The idea is so the next few episodes are going to have a little more format. We'll have a little more structure. They may not go as long as this one. They may go longer depending on the discussion. Because sometimes we do get passionate about certain things. Terrorists like these Xeon sympathizers.
Big Xeon.
And you know, you
FBI, go buy Gundams. I know we've said terrorists a few times. Go buy Gunpla. Go buy Gunpla. You'll thank us later.
pulling a line from Riddy, those damn terrorists. But no, yeah. So that's the idea. We have several episodes coming up that have a lot of good topics to talk about. There's one episode that I'm personally very excited for that we kind of bumped into the topic, which was a bunch of what ifs. And last time we were all on Zoom together. So I'm really excited. We're gonna work on that one for structure because that one's gonna be really, really good.
Yeah.
We also have a devout devotion to one pilot. His name is Norris Packard. He's
daddy.
Lord and Savior Norris Packard. We'll talk about. There's going to be another episode. We'll talk about him. There he is.
Pilot of the Goof Custom.
And if you guys are listening, depending on what medium you're listening on, either Spotify. If you guys are listening, give us a rating and whatnot. I don't know how this works. This is again number one. On YouTube, if you have any comments or whatever, feel free to leave them below. Aside from that, anybody got any comments or anything they wish to share? Any thoughts for the future?
Maybe not thoughts for the future, but kind of like something for right now. Just kind of let's close it out like on something like positive. Like, what's one kit from everybody that's like special to them for whatever reason?
That you built or that you have?
Either one. It's like, what was a special grab like that you like? Hey, I acquired it. Like, great. Or like something you built that like means something to you, or something that I don't know was given to you that means something to you. Just like some mobile suit, some kit.
All right. Actually, I got one ready to go on that one. It was the first holy grail kit for me. It was the PG Exia Lightning mode. When that thing first came out, the job I was working at the time, I couldn't really afford anything like that. I was in kind of a depressive slump, and I saw that thing and I wanted it so bad, and it just kept drifting off. And finally, in 2018, I started working a new job. I had a lot more disposable income, and I happened to walk into my local hobby store, and they had the regular PG Exia and they had the LED lighting set. And I think I walked in and out of the store 4 or 5 times. I called my wife just to make sure that this is something that we could afford for me to buy, because it was like, it ended up being like $360 or $330. I ended up finally picking it up, my first perfect grade, and seeing that thing lit up on my shelf puts the biggest smile on my face every time I see it. I love the Exia. It's my logo when y'all go, if anybody ever decides to check me out on Instagram, the Exia is my logo. I love it. Double O is what got me back into it. To have the ultimate Exia mobile suit sitting on my shelf is just an amazing feeling to me.
I'd say my favorite suit would be the Zeta 2.0 because it was from a friend of mine that was in Japan when he was stationed there for the Air Force, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go out and go to these hobby shops." Like, dude, can you get me a model? FaceTimes me is like, "Okay, I don't know which one you want." And I saw the Zeta 2.0. I was like, "One, please get it for me." And then he comes back stateside with it. He's like, "I wish you would have told me go buy more. Those look pretty cool." Damn it! I could have had a friend get into Gunpla with me. So that's my favorite kid is my Zeta.
All right. Whoever wants to take it next.
I guess like acquisition wise, for me, probably my perfect grade Astray Red Frame, because I got that from the Toys R Us in Hong Kong after Toys R Us closed all in the States. And like time wise, I had a really good buddy who worked at a Toys R Us outlet in North Chicago, Illinois, and he was like my hookup for all my Star Wars like full action figure sets. He found out that I was probably going to be pulling into Hong Kong, and he hit me up asking if I could pick up some, Jeffrey memorabilia because he loved working at Toys R Us and was sad that it closed. And then like 2 weeks before we pulled in, he passed away. So it was like kind of like a shot to the heart because I wouldn't have known that Toys R Us was there if he hadn't asked me previously to go. And like I wasn't even thinking about looking for anything, but I got there, picked up that kit. But yeah, in terms of like in my backlog, because I haven't built it yet, that's probably the one that has the most immediate meaning to me, I guess.
That's solid, man. Who's gonna follow that?
No, that was really good. So, since I asked the question here, like I do have one recently acquired, and say that this man, the Gunpla Stop, like helped me get. It was the Master Grade Full Armor Gundam. It's one of my favorite Gundams. It's like it's got weaponry that I enjoy. It's got the shoulder cannons, got wrist mounted weaponry. It's got army green. I love that color scheme. And it's like it's always been on my wish list, but it's always been a bit too expensive. But like friend indeed, he got me the full armor when it was a good price. He allowed me to, like get it from him, pay, like settled up, paid him off. So it's like it's kind of like a friendship thing, and also like it was something on the Holy Grail list too. So now I have like biggest, coolest representation of one of my favorite offshoot Gundams that really just doesn't get treated fairly. Like, and it's like I get the chance to build this kit, make it look great, and then like just display it for whoever and wherever everybody want to see it. And it's like I have a friend to thank for it, so it means something.
Man, I'm gonna go cry now. Yeah.
Oh
man, no, dude. It's all good, man. I know it's, dude, Grail kits is something I don't fuck with. Like it's something that I know you're hunting down, and I know you're like a week away, like a paycheck away or something like that. Like, why not?
I mean, can I go next?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, like, I guess in the same vein, like, I think the kit that holds like a special place in my heart is the Master Grade Shars Gelgu that I traded Jan for, just for the fact that it's a kit that I didn't think I was going to get my hands on for a while, and being able to get it and turn it into like a massive passion project over the course of like, oh god, I think I spent like 3 or 4 months on that thing. But being able to like just take the time and then make something that I thought I'd never be able to put my hands on, like that was a really, I don't know, it was an experience I won't forget. It was very special, and like it's always gonna be one of my favorite projects I've done.
That like I'm not that I ever regret letting go of a kit, because I let it go for a reason. But I'm happy that I was able to trade you for it, because it was the product that came out of that was just insane.
That was awesome.
Like I was like, holy shit.
My favorite.
I know. So Waffle's working. So Waffle actually had to step away. He's working on his car.
Makes sense.
Doing some things. Jishin, you got any kit that's close to your hurt?
Probably not. I don't have any similar stories. I just really love the Stark Jagan. That mobile suit just does it for me. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's got to be
Good
special
enough
for
a
you.
reason as any.
You're like, I like the Nemo, and then it's like, yeah, it's got metal sideburns. Yeah, it doesn't do shit in series, but you know what?
Dude, I felt bad saying that, because I was like, man, it's got like mutton chop sideburns and shit. Looks like
Right, look.
looks like the mobile suit from Starsky and Hutch.
When Tony said Yo Googs wear boy shorts, I was devastated.
Oh my gosh.
Shorts. Yo,
That's not wrong now that I think about it.
Like forever.
I wish you had never said that. I can
Devastated.
never look at my Gelgoog the same.
So you got Ian or Cody, whichever one.
Oh, I went already with the Zeta.
Oh, okay.
Was it Ian?
Man. I feel like, I don't know. It seems like lately a lot of the builds I have are like, oh, there it is. I don't know. It seems like a lot of the builds I do lately are like mean a little something to me. I want to say the one, if I can pick one out that I finished though, I'll pick two that I finished. I think my Kyrios build, my Master Grade Kyrios, was definitely the one where I like grew the most as a builder. That was the first one where I happily used up the entire sheet of water slides twice because I bought two. So like there was a symmetrical design, full kit of photo edge parts, and did a custom LED for the head. That felt really good to finish. And then I'm gonna go with my fully weathered Barbatos.
That thing, yeah.
That was a good one.
I mean, from what the show meant to the skills like used on the actual kit, like I don't know, just looking at it, it's like feels good, bittersweet.
So it's really difficult to really like pinpoint which one. I'm gonna have to go with like just like Ian did, just kind of separate the love a little bit, but for sure the Stormbringer was like I had to have it. The Stormbringer Fatal Lash, just the colors, the look, the weaponry. I love gyms. I love the grunt suits, and that thing to me was like the apex predator of grunt suits. That thing is. I don't think there's really anything that suit needs improvement on. And I mean, yeah, no, nothing. The build experience was amazing. I think I built it on one of our. I think I was still newish to the Mecha Warehouse Zooms, and I just grabbed it and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna build it. And coincidentally, the next other one that I hold in a high regard is the Mark V. I had I wanted like when I pre-ordered that thing on P Bandai, like I made a deal with another builder who got one early, like 3 months early, or 3 or 2 months early to get it to me. He sent it to me. I mailed him mine when it arrived, and man, that build, I know Gam's gonna enjoy it when he builds it.
Yes.
The Mark V is just not just because it looks good, but because of what can come of it. These are all new molded parts. With the Mark V existing, we can get a silver bullet and a silver bullet suppressor and a friggin' Dovin Wolf. And I mean, I am here
Give me
for
that
it.
Dovin Wolf Bandai.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
It's like, oof.
John Bandai, please.
Papa Bandai.
Take
Papa
my
Bandai.
money. Take more of my money. But yeah, those two are just like near and dear to my heart. And I'm on a non-Gundam point of view, I snagged a Kotobukiya Mega Man X Zero. And for those of you who grew up with Mega Man X, Zero is he's a badass motherfucker. And I can't wait to build that thing.
Oh, Seth's grabbing something.
Yup.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I'm very excited for this one because I think it was last Christmas. My wife got me the Force or the X4 Armor Mega Man. It's sitting back there on my shelf, and to have a Zero from the same armor set as Zero from that same time frame is awesome.
I have that. So like I got the Mega Man X-Force armor sitting in my backlog. And then that's why I got the Zero, because I'm like, I need something to match it. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So yeah, and
that literally just came in 2 days ago.
Same here. Mine came in yesterday.
Yeah.
Anybody got any closing thoughts? Any anecdotes, comments, concerns, gripes, moans? Xeon sucks. I don't know.
Oh,
Okay, we're not going to say that. But
Pagan sympathizer.
Hey, I'm not the one with the mini Char bust in his house right now.
That was a plant. That was obviously a plant.
Closing thought. Char in Char's counterattack got one line. Damn Tetons.
Tetons. Get out of here.
Titans. Also, the other one. Amuro.
Oh god.
Here we go. It's Cody's favorite thing.
Oh my god.
That deep sigh.
Gotta meet the quota.
The quota.
Quota has been met for the month.
Well, I guess closing thoughts from me would probably be the tagline I have on my Instagram for everybody out there that does build, that does enjoy this. Build your model kits for you. Build what you love. Don't worry about the clat. Don't worry about the hype. Do this hobby for you. Don't do it for anybody else.
Hashtag plastic
Unless
crack.
they pay you.
Hashtag plastic crack.
Oh, yes.
Unless they pay you.
We do not endorse the illegal drug use. It's just obviously you know what we mean by plastic crack. Anyways,
Indeed. Disclaimer.
PSA. At the very end, you had to listen to the whole thing to get the disclaimer.
The more you know.
Yeah. But on that note, we'll wrap up episode 1. I'm really, really excited to see where this goes. Like I said, stay tuned about once-ish a month. We'll get a schedule going. And like I said, next episode, we'll have a more solid topic. And watch out. So for now, I'll announce it on the Gunpla Stop Instagram until it gets to a point where we're going to have to do a separate IG page. But yeah, we'll go from there. Baby steps.
Right, yeah,
Build
all right.
more mono eyes.
Hey man,
Build more
I
mono
ordered 2. All right, we're good.
Also, like and subscribe to Only Gams.
Like, comment, and subscribe to my OnlyGams.
Yes. All right, guys, y'all take care.
Yep. Signing off.